Good evening. It's Joshua Taylor coming to you from my little workshop in Boston Bar, British Columbia, Canada. And last time I did a video on this, I was just in the process of putting up this shed shelter system. And so I built a little suspended table there, and I tell you, that really helps me. I have an 8 by 9 foot or 12 foot table to do the work. So right now I'm just finishing off these sections for the subfloor. I have a 7-piece interlocking subfloor that I'm putting in to put the 12 by 12 porch addition on. And so just in the process of painting all this out, put it together, and then build the 3 4 by 12 floor sections, and I'll be at the place where I can start putting up the walls. But this shed shelter system is going to be a place where many of you out there are going to be living in these. There's going to be a short window of time to get these up, and what can I say? Judgment's coming down. I'm not going to share too much on judgment anymore, because Facebook has really been knocking my contacts for a loop. And well, what I would like for you guys out there, that you really need to go to my YouTube channel under Donald Taylor, right, and subscribe to it. I got about 460 contacts. I need 1,000 so I can actually do go live, and I'd like to see this happen shortly. So pass this around, get your friends to go to my YouTube channel and to like and subscribe to it, right, to drive it up there. So it's beautiful. It's very strong. Well, this is kind of like a crude, still in the crude form. But the next system is going to be 2 by 6 instead of 2 by 4, and it's going to be 24-inch centers. So it's going to be a lot stronger. And the walls here are actually going to be tapered out on a little bit of an angle to give it a little more stability. Then the floors would drop and lock in the bottom, and I'll try to make it so maybe just make the panels so they just drop in place. But the next shelter system is going to be 16 feet on the inside, and probably a 13 truss system that would give you almost a 24 foot. 16 by 24s would be a good area. And so you could actually use 2/3 of the cabin would be your living area, 16 by 16. And when you walk out of the cabin, you'd actually walk into, have like a 8-foot enclosure, and that's where you could actually chop your wood. It'd be a place for your dogs to stay. Then you'd have an additional wall in the front, right? So it'd be like a big porch area. So it's going to work, and economically this is probably the most feasible building that you can make. It's going to take a lot of thinking, like when you make the jigs up and all that for the parts. You really have to perfect your jigs, and it makes it easy for you people out there to replicate this work. So I've already purchased some of the material, and I should be ready to start building in about a week here. As soon as I start getting the walls up in my little porch area. I can actually give you a little walk around. It's kind of raining here, so. But this subfloor system would be similar to the subfloor that I'd be putting into the shed shelters. So that's, you can see they're about 17 inches. I should have made them 16. But you can see where the corners interlock together, right? And you can see where the pieces. I got one 2 by 6 in the middle, and a 2 by 4 off to the sides. So that's going to be my floor system. Then the floor will drop on top of that. Then I begin the walls. So it's coming along. It's only so much time in a week, and like I say, pass this along on your contacts, and and get your contacts to like and subscribe my YouTube channel under Donald Taylor. So I need to drive this up to 1,000 subscribers so I can actually start doing live videos on these shelter systems, and so it's going to be a good thing. But like I say, a short time to do it. We have a short window of time to do what we can this year. Looks like America is not going to go into the destiny that God has ordained, because we, like Israel, we chose the other path, right? So now God's going to hand America over to judgment. But we know that when darkness comes, the lights come forth too. So we can praise the Lord for all of this. It's Joshua Taylor coming to you from here in my little work site in Boston Bar, British Columbia, Canada.